Now it's not only hard on people living in the areas affected, business owners too who are without water. They're demanding financial help amid the crisis.
Atlanta News First Yasmina Alston is live at Atlanta City Hall. And Yasmina, they have a very, very specific ask.
Alan, they do. They're asking for an initial budget of $5 million to help hundreds of small businesses that have had little or no water for the last several days. And that group is here at Atlanta City Hall today with those demands. Community organizer Devin Barrington Ward and small business owners are calling this an emergency ordinance. This would help small and medium-sized businesses who lost money because they couldn't operate for the last several days. They want to see an average amount of approximately $15,000 per business. Barrington Ward says ideally this money would come from city budget allocations, state and federal emergency relief funds, as well as private donations.
And every time you speak to them, they're saying the same thing. I lost tens of thousands of dollars in revenue. That's unacceptable because that's going to impact people's bottom line, their ability to make payroll, rent, and the other overhead costs that are associated with operating a business in the city of Atlanta due to.
And organizers want to call this the Atlanta Small Business Water Crisis Relief Fund, and City Council is meeting right now, and this group plans to take their demands in front of the City Council. Live in downtown Atlanta, Yasmina Alston, Atlanta News First.